The United States and Iran traded military strikes on Thursday in a sharp escalation that tested the month-old ceasefire between the two sides. Iran's military accused the United States of targeting two ships entering the Strait of Hormuz and carrying out strikes on Iranian territory, including civilian areas near Qeshm Island and coastal regions close to the strategic waterway. Tehran said it responded by launching attacks on American naval vessels operating east of the strait and near the port of Chabahar. The United States military confirmed there had been an exchange of fire, saying Iranian forces used missiles, drones, and small boats to target 3 U.S. Navy destroyers. U.S. Central Command said none of its assets were hit, and added that American forces responded by targeting Iranian missile and drone sites. Washington insisted it was not seeking a wider confrontation, saying its forces remain prepared to defend American personnel and interests in the region. Iran, meanwhile, warned it would respond forcefully to any future aggression. After several hours of tension, Iranian state media later reported that the situation around the Strait of Hormuz had returned to normal. The latest exchange comes as diplomatic contacts continue behind the scenes. President Donald Trump said the ceasefire technically remains in place and confirmed that negotiations with Tehran are ongoing. According to reports, Washington has proposed a framework that could formally end the conflict, though key disputes, including Iran's nuclear program and the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz, remain unresolved. Iran says it is still reviewing the proposal.
The talks are going very well, but they have to understand, if it doesn't get signed, they're going to have a lot of pain. They're going to have a lot of pain. They want to sign it, I will tell you. They want to sign it a lot more than I do. I think that's what you want to hear, fellas, right? What you want to hear, a different tone. That's the only thing they understand. They don't understand it. We had 3 world-class destroyers go through the strait today. Any other country, under the circumstances, wouldn't have shot missiles at it and drones at it and these stupid boats that came at it. They got blown away in about 2 minutes. Their tanker got blown. You know what we did with the tanker? We didn't want to create an environment, so we shot out the rudder, and the tanker's going around, spinning around in circles. They should not have done that today. We thought they might. We didn't know, but we were prepared. They shot missiles. Every missile was knocked down. Every drone was knocked down, and the people that shot it are no longer with us.
Mr. President, has Iran officially responded to the one-page offer?
Well, it's more than a one-page offer. It's an offer that's basically said they will not have nuclear weapons. They're going to hand us the nuclear dust and many other things that we want.
Have they agreed for that so far, Mr.
Yeah,
President?
they've agreed. But when they agree, it doesn't mean much, because the next day they forgot they agreed. And, you know, we're dealing with different sets of leaders. When you talk about regime change, you know, they keep talking about regime change. Well, we got rid of the first regime, we got rid of the second regime, we got rid of most of the third regime, and then they say, oh, is that regime change? I think it's the ultimate regime change.
How close would you say that you are to a deal right now with Iran?
Could happen any day. Could, and it might not happen, but it could happen any day. I believe they want the deal more than I do.
President Trump claimed Tehran had accepted that it would not pursue nuclear weapons, though no formal agreement has yet been announced. The conflict has continued to shake global energy markets. Oil prices rose again after the latest hostilities, while fuel costs in the United States have surged sharply since the conflict began earlier this year, driven by disruptions to shipping through the Strait of Hormuz, one of the world's most important energy corridors. Markets have fluctuated repeatedly as hopes for diplomacy rise and fall amid continued military tensions. While both Washington and Tehran insist they do not want further escalation, the latest exchange highlights just how fragile the ceasefire remains, with diplomacy and confrontation continuing side by side in one of the world's most sensitive regions.